Hi, we're continuing our investigation into water animals, and what I want to teach you is not actually a marine animal, it's a freshwater animal. We're going to do the Siamese fighting fish. I'm going to use A4 paper this time. I have a pencil, a razor if you need it, and what I'm going to concentrate on is markers. I'm going to use a whole range but are next to each other in the colour spectrum. So I'm going to use pinks, purples and reds. I'm not going to touch any of these greens. I suppose I could use orange, but I'm not going to. I'm just keeping it subtle, really harmonious. There's nothing stopping you from using your own colour scheme. You could do it only in greens and yellows. You could use coloured pencils. I just figure most people have markers, so let's do something where we use them. I'm planning to do a wash over it when I finish, so I'm just going to wet my red now, which is the one colour I'm going to use, and I'm ready to draw my fish. So I'm going to start with its head. I've got a little mouth up this end and the eyes about here. Okay. That's our main fish shape. Actually really interesting animals. They tend to live in temporary water, so there's one. So like a tree stump fills up with water during the wet season, and these fish live and breed in it, and because there's limited water availability, they're extremely territorial, which is why they fight, which is why they're called fighting fish. Okay, this is the shape of my tail into this sort of frill shape. Just doing some guidelines where I want the frills to be. I think they are very attractive fish. Okay, and there's a dark shape. Now, these lines, there's about 9 stripes on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in these gaps, I'm going to draw the scales. I'll just fix that mouth more like it goes over. There, that's better. And under. Okay, so I'm going to start with grey, and I'm just going to do a whole lot of scales in between those lines I drew. This is probably the only tedious, fiddly bit of the whole exercise. Yeah, through the magic of video, I have magically done the scales. Okay, I'm going to start moving in with my colours. I'm doing blue first. It's about using harmonious colours together. There's no real wrong way to do it. There's so many pictures of different colour scheme Siamese fighting fish. I'm discovering that my markers don't work because people have not put the lids on properly. Let's go for the darkest purple next. What I'm going to do, if my markers keep doing this, running out on me, is change to coloured pencil. You could use oil pastels if you have them. So there's another dead one. Keep these to get rid of them. Okay, another purple. Start off well. They're not lasting me very long. So I'm keeping my strokes in the direction of the folds I'm trying to suggest. Finally I have one that works well. So you can tell that I have boys because in a girl's house this would be the first one to stop working. Nice subtle colours working together. Alright, another one that doesn't work very well. Alright, I'm going to switch to coloured pencil and just do all the lines in between. Might pause the video while I catch up. Okay, I've switched to coloured pencil because my markers keep running out. So now I'm trying to do the edges in a stronger colour. Kind of quite a scratchy look. So I've done purple. I might bring a little bit more purple through. Just squiggly lines. Now I'm deliberately doing it scratchy because I want something for my paint to stick to. I'll just come in with dark blue. I won't be heavy-handed, don't want to overdo it. Another reason I'm concentrating my strokes on the corner is I want to create a bit of a wall that my paint won't bleed over the edge. So I'm going to use that wet on wet effect again. Looks pretty good just like this, but I've got one more trick up my sleeve. Light blue. Alright, I'm ready to wet my paper, so I'm not going to do the white. You could if you wanted to, but this is all about the fish and getting a wet on wet blended effect. So I'm wetting the paper thoroughly first. It's a way to get the materials to work for you. Okay, so now I'm going to dip my brush into the paint And I'm going to follow those lines. And I'm going to let the paint do its own blurring. I think you'll agree it's a really easy, simple effect, but it looks so subtle and so sophisticated. I'm a big fan of this bleeding effect. I hope you will be converted too. Just covering my squiggly dark lines, making sure I'm varying it and it's not over the top. Just put some heavy solid spots on the tip of each of these fins. And I'm going to stop there. There we have it. Wet on wet effect, Siamese fighting fish. Don't forget to put your name.